The alarm bells rang across research station, clear for 4 to be at exactly 6:47 in the morning. Dr. Ginho Kim dropped his coffee cup and ran to the lab. His daughter Hannah was still sleeping in their small quarters, but he knew she would wake up soon. "From all the noise, what did you find?" Jinho asked, as he entered the dig site control room. Dr. Somi Lee pointed at the big screen. Her hands were shaking.
I'll look at them.
"Jinho, we found something huge." On the screen, Jinho could see the underground area where their digging robots had been working for 3 months. But now, instead of dirt and rocks, there was something else. Something that made his heart beat fast. It was a crystal. But not just any crystal. This one was as big as a house and glowed with a soft blue light. Inside the crystal, they could see a dark shape. Something was trapped inside. "How deep is it?" 20 meters down, said Taeho Choi, the station engineer. "The crystal is perfect. No cracks, no damage. It's like someone put it there yesterday." Commander Minho Park walked into the room. He was the security chief and always looked worried about something. Today, he looked more worried than usual. "Dr. Kim, we need to talk about safety rules," Minho said. "Whatever is in that crystal, it's not natural. My sensors are going crazy." Jinho looked at the screen again. The dark shape inside the crystal was hard to see clearly, but it looked like an animal, a very big animal. "You need to bring it up," Jinho said. "This could be the most important discovery in human history." "Or the most dangerous," Minho replied. Just then, Hannah ran into the room. She was 12 years old and loved to explore the station. Her black hair was messy from sleep, and she wore her favorite blue pajamas. "Dad, what's all the noise about?" she asked. "We found something special, Hannah," Ginho said. "Something that has been sleeping under the ground for a very long time." Looked at the screen. Her eyes went wide. "Is that a monster?" "We don't know yet," Somi said. "But it's definitely not from Earth." The next few hours were busy. The whole station worked together to bring the crystal up from the ground. They used big machines and strong cables. Everyone was careful not to break the crystal. When the crystal finally reached the surface, they could see it better. It was beautiful and scary at the same time. The blue light came from inside the crystal itself, and the creature inside was now clearly visible. It was huge, maybe 3 meters long and covered in black scales that looked like they were made of metal. It had 4 arms and 2 legs. Its head was long with a mouth full of sharp teeth. Even sleeping, it looked dangerous. "At those claws," Taeho said. "They're as long as my arm. Look at its eyes," Somi added. "Even closed, they look intelligent." Hannah pressed her face against the control room window. "It looks sad," she said. Everyone looked at her. "Sad?" Minho asked. "It looks like it could eat us all." "No," Hannah said. "Look at its face. It's not angry, it's sad." Ginho put his hand on his daughter's shoulder. Sometimes Hannah saw things that adults missed. She had always been good at understanding feelings. They moved the crystal to the station's main lab. It was the most secure place they had. The walls were thick metal, and there were many safety systems. "Need to study it before we do anything else," Ginho said. "Somi, I want you to scan it. Find out everything you can." "What about the safety rules?" Minho asked. "We'll be careful," Jinho said, "but we can't waste this chance. This creature might be millions of years old." That night, Hannah couldn't sleep. She kept thinking about the creature in the crystal. She had never seen anything like it before. The station was usually boring, but now there was something exciting happening. She got out of bed and walked to the lab. The door was locked, but she knew the code. Her father had taught it to her in case of emergencies. The lab was dark except for the blue light from the crystal. Hannah walked close to it. The creature inside was still sleeping. Its chest moved up and down very slowly. "Hello," she whispered. "I'm Hannah. I live here with my dad." The creature didn't move, but Hannah felt like it could hear her. "Everyone thinks you're scary," she said, "but I don't think you are. I think you're just lonely." She sat down in front of the crystal. The blue light made her skin look strange, but she didn't mind. "I get lonely too," she said. "There are only 50 people on this station, and I'm the only kid. Sometimes I wish I had a friend." The next morning, Jinho found Hannah asleep in the lab. She was still sitting in front of the crystal. "Are you doing here?" he asked, gently shaking her awake. "I was talking to it," she said, rubbing her eyes. "Talking to what?" "The creature. I think it's lonely like me." Jinho looked at the crystal. The creature inside looked the same as before, but something felt different. The blue light seemed brighter. "Come on," he said. "Let's get you some breakfast, and we can come back and study our new friend." "Friend?" Hannah asked. "Well, maybe," Jinho said. "We'll see." But deep down, Jinho was worried. The creature was beautiful, but it was also clearly built for hunting. Those claws, those teeth, those muscles, everything about it said predator. Still, Hannah was right about one thing. The creature did look sad. If it was intelligent as Sami's scans suggested, then it might be more than just a monster. As they walked to the dining hall, Jinho made a decision. They would study the creature carefully. They would learn everything they could about it. And maybe, just maybe, they would find a way to wake it up safely. He didn't know that this decision would change everything. He didn't know that the creature in the crystal was not just any predator, but the last of its kind. And he didn't know that waking it up would be the most dangerous thing humans had ever done. But he was about to find out. 3 weeks passed since they found the crystal. Dr. Ginho Kim and his team studied the creature every day, took pictures, ran tests, and tried to understand what it was. Dr. Somi Lee had good news and bad news. The good news is that it's definitely intelligent, she told the team in the morning meeting. Its brain is huge and very complex. Much more complex than human brains. "What's the bad news?" Commander Minho Park asked. "Everything else about?" "It is built for killing," Somi said. "Its claws can cut through metal. Its teeth can bite through stone. Its muscles are 10 times stronger than a human's." Hannah sat in the corner of the meeting room, drawing pictures of the creature. She had been visiting it every day, talking to it through the crystal. "But it's not evil," she said, without looking up from her drawing. "How can you be sure?" Minho asked. "Because I can feel it," Hannah said. "When I sit with it, I feel sad. Not scared, just sad." Jinho looked at his daughter's drawing. She had drawn the creature standing in a field of flowers, looking at the sky. It didn't look scary in her picture. It looked lost. "We need to be very careful," Jinho said. "But I think we should try to wake it up." Minho stood up quickly. "That's crazy, Jinho. What if it tries to kill us?" "What if it doesn't?" Jinho asked. "This could be our chance to talk to an alien species. We can't waste it." That afternoon, they moved the crystal to a bigger lab. This one had thicker walls and better security systems. Taeho Choi worked all day to make sure everything was safe. "If anything goes wrong," he said, "we can lock down the whole section in 10 seconds. The plan was simple. It would use sound waves to slowly break the crystal. It would take several hours, but the creature would wake up slowly and safely. "Are you sure about this?" Somi asked as they started the machine. "No," Ginho said. "We have to try." The sound waves began. They were too low for humans to hear, but the crystals started to change. Small cracks appeared on the surface. The blue light got brighter. Hannah watched from the observation room above the lab. She pressed her hands against the window. "It's waking up," she whispered. After 2 hours, the cracks in the crystal were getting bigger. The creature inside began to move. Its chest rose and fell faster. Its claws twitched. "Heart rate is increasing," Somi said, watching her screens. "Brain activity is going up. Security teams are ready," Minho said into his radio. "All weapons are charged," and it happened. The creature's eyes opened. They were not like human eyes. They were silver with black centers that seemed to go on forever. Ancient eyes, eyes that had seen things no human could imagine. The creature looked around the lab. It saw the humans watching from behind the glass. It saw the machines and the lights. And then it stood up. The crystal shattered like glass. Pieces fell to the floor with a sound like rain. The creature was free. It was even bigger than they thought. When it stood up straight, its head almost touched the ceiling. It's black. Scales reflected the lab lights like mirrors. "Hello," Jinho said through the speaker system. "We're humans. We found you sleeping underground. We want to be friends." The creature looked at the speaker. It tilted its head like it was thinking. Then it moved. It moved faster than anything. Should be able to move. 1 second it was standing in the middle of the lab. The next second it was at the wall, running its claws along the metal. "The walls are made of titanium," Tejo said. "Nothing can cut through them." The creature's claws went through the metal like it was paper. "All security teams, move now," Minho shouted into his radio. But the creature was already gone. It had found an air vent and disappeared inside. The next few minutes were chaos. Security teams ran through the station hallways. Alarms rang everywhere. People locked themselves in their rooms. "Where is it?" Minho asked, looking at the security screens. "I don't know," Tejo said. "It's not showing up on any of our sensors." "That's impossible," Somi said. "It's huge. How can we not see it?" Then they heard the first scream. It came from Section C, where the dining hall was. When the security team got there, they found 3 people on the floor. They were not dead, but they were unconscious. "No blood," one of the guards said. "It's no cuts. It's like they just fell asleep." "It's hunting," Minho said. "But it's not killing." "Why?" More screams came from different parts of the station. The creature was moving fast, going from room to room. Each time it left people unconscious but alive. "It's hurting us," Jinho realized. "It's moving people toward the center of the station." "Why would it do that?" Somi asked. "Maybe it wants to keep us all in one place," Jinho said. "Maybe it's trying to protect us." "Protect us from what?" Minho asked. Then the lights went out. Emergency power came on a few seconds later. But now the station felt different, darker, more dangerous. "It's in the power systems," Tejo said. "It's learning how our technology works." Hannah had been quiet during all the excitement. Now she stood up and walked to the door. "Where are you going?" Jinho asked. "To find it," she said. "Oh." "Hannah, it's too dangerous." "Dad, it's not dangerous to me," she said. "It's just scared and confused. Like I would be if I woke up in a strange place." "You're staying here," Jinho said firmly. But Hannah was already running down the hallway. The creature had reached the observation deck. This was where Hannah liked to go when she wanted to be alone. It was quiet here, and you could see the stars through the big windows. The creature stood looking out at space. Its silver eyes reflected the starlight. "Hello," Hannah said from the doorway. The creature turned around. It was even more beautiful up close. Scales had patterns that looked like writing. Its claws were sharp but clean. "I'm Hannah," she said. "I was the one talking to you while you were sleeping." The creature looked at her. It took a step forward. Hannah didn't run. She didn't scream, just stood there, looking up at the most dangerous thing in the galaxy. "You're scared," she said. "I understand. This must be very confusing for you." The creature stopped moving. It tilted its head again, like it was trying to understand her words. "Everyone thinks you're a monster," Hannah said. "But I don't think you are. I think you're just lost." The creature sat down on the floor. Even sitting, it was taller than Hannah. But somehow, it didn't look scary anymore. "Are you hungry?" Hannah asked. "I have some cookies in my pocket." She pulled out a small bag of chocolate chip cookies. The creature watched as she opened it. "Here," she said, holding out a cookie. "Try one." The creature looked at the cookie, then at Hannah, then back at the cookie. Slowly, carefully, it reached out one clawed hand and took the cookie. It ate the cookie in one bite. Then it made a sound. A deep, rumbling sound that might have been pleasure. "You like it," Hannah said, smiling. "I knew you would." In the security room, everyone watched in amazement. "She's actually talking to it," Somi whispered. "And it's listening," Jinho said. The most dangerous creature in the galaxy was sitting peacefully with a 12-year-old girl. Eating cookies and watching the stars, everything had changed in one moment. The monster had become something else. Something that might be a friend. For the next hour, Hannah sat with the creature in the observation deck. She gave it more cookies and talked about her life on the station. "I've lived here for 2 years," she said. "My mom died when I was little, so it's just me and my dad now. He's really smart, but sometimes he works too much." The creature listened to every word. Its silver eyes never left her face. "Do you have a family?" Hannah asked. The creature made a low sound. It was sad and deep, like wind through empty caves. "You're alone too," Hannah said. "I'm sorry." In the security room, Dr. Ginho Kim watched his daughter talk to the most dangerous being in the galaxy. His hands were shaking. "We need to get her out of there," Commander Minho Park said. "Look at them," Dr. Somi Lee said. "It's completely calm. If we try to take Hannah away, it might get angry." "So what do we do?" Taeho Choi asked. "We wait," Jinho said, "and we watch." Back in the observation deck, Hannah was showing the creature her drawings. She had brought her sketchbook everywhere since she was small. "This is my dad," she said, pointing to a picture. "This is the dining hall, and this is my room." The creature looked at each picture carefully. When Hannah showed it a drawing of the stars, it made a different sound. This one was softer, almost like singing. "You like the stars too?" Hannah said. "I watch them every night before I go to sleep. They make me feel less alone." The creature nodded. It's actually nodded like it. "Understood? Can you talk?" Hannah asked. The creature opened its mouth. The sound that came out was nothing like human speech. It was a mixture of clicks, whistles, and deep humming. But there was a pattern to it, like a song. "I don't understand the words," Hannah said, "but I can hear the feeling. You're trying to tell me something." The creature tried again. This time, it pointed to itself and made the sound. Then it pointed to Hannah and made a different sound. "You're telling me your name?" Hannah said, "and asking for mine?" She pointed to herself. "Hannah?" she said clearly. The creature repeated the sound. "Hannah." Its voice was deep and strange, but it got the word right. "Yes," Hannah said, clapping her hands. "I'm Hannah. What's your name?" The creature made the first sound again. It was complex, with many different tones. Hannah tried to repeat it, but her human voice couldn't make all the sounds. "It's too hard for me to say," she said. "Can I give you a nickname?" The creature tilted its head. "How about ... Apex," Hannah said. "That means you're the best at what you do." The creature Apex made the soft singing sound again, Hannah thought. It meant, "Yes, Apex," she said. "I like it." Down in the security room, the adults were amazed. "Communicating," Somi said. "It's learning human speech." "How is that possible?" Minho asked. "Its brain is incredibly advanced," Somi said. "It's probably learning faster than we can imagine." Ginho watched his daughter laugh as Apex tried to say more human words. It was the happiest he had seen Hannah in months. "Sir," one of the guards said, "what about the other people, the ones who were knocked unconscious?" "They're all awake now," Minho said. "No injuries. They just remember feeling very sleepy suddenly." "It didn't want to hurt them," Jinho said. "Just wanted them out of the way." "Out of the way for what?" Taeho asked. "To find Hannah," Jinho said. "I think it was looking for her specifically." On the observation deck, Hannah was getting tired. It was late at night, and she usually went to bed hours ago. "I'm sleepy," she said, yawning. Apex made a concerned sound. It gently touched her shoulder with one clawed hand. "I'm okay," Hannah said. "Just tired. I should go to bed." But when she tried to stand up, Apex moved in front of her. It made a protective sound. "You don't want me to leave?" Hannah said. "Are you scared to be alone again?" Apex looked down at its hands. Even without words, Hannah could see that she was right. "What if I stay here tonight?" she asked. "We could watch the stars together." Apex made the soft singing sound again. Hannah curled up on the floor, using her jacket as a pillow. "Will you stay awake and watch for danger?" Apex nodded. It moved to sit between Hannah and the door, like a guard in the security room. Ginho was worried. "I should go get her," he said. "Wait," Somi said. "Look at this." She showed him her scanner readings. The creature's stress levels are dropping. For the first time since it woke up, it's completely calm. "But Hannah is sleeping next to a predator," Minho said. "A predator that would die before letting anything hurt her," Somi said. "I've never seen readings like this. It's not just calm. It's happy." Jinho watched Apex gently cover Hannah with its own cloak-like wing membrane. The creature was being more careful than any human parent. "It's protecting her," he said. More than that, Somi said. It's bonding with her. This is incredible. Next morning, Hannah woke up to find Apex sitting exactly where it had been the night before. It hadn't moved or slept. It had watched over her all night. Good morning, she said, stretching. Apex made a happy sound. It learned several human words during the night by listening to the station's computer systems. Good ... morning. No? It said slowly, you learned to talk. Hannah said excitedly. That's amazing. Over the next few days, Apex learned more words. It followed Hannah everywhere, always staying close enough to protect her. When she ate, it sat beside her. She studied. It watched. When she drew pictures, it looked over her shoulder. The other people on the station were scared at first. But they saw that Apex never hurt anyone. It ignored everyone except Hannah. It's like a giant, deadly pet, Tejo said. It's not a pet. Ginho said, it's more like a guardian or a friend. Hannah taught Apex about human culture. She showed it movies, played it music, and read it stories. Apex was fascinated by everything. Why do humans tell stories about things that didn't happen? Apex asked one day. Its English was getting better every day. Because they help us understand feelings, Hannah said. And they help us imagine better worlds. Apex thought about this. My people told stories too, long ago. What happened to your people? Hannah asked gently. Apex was quiet for a long time. They died, all of them. I was the last one. That's why you're so sad, Hannah said. You miss them. Yes, Apex said. I miss them so much that I became angry. I forgot how to be happy. But you're not angry anymore, Hannah said. No, Apex said, looking at her. You showed me how to be happy again. Dr. Somi Lee recorded everything. This was the most important discovery in human history. Not just first contact with an alien species, but first friendship. The creature Apex is not just intelligent, she told the research team. It's emotionally complex, feels love, sadness, loneliness, and joy, just like humans do. But it's still dangerous, Minho said. To everything except Hannah Somi said, and now, by extension, to everyone Hannah cares about. You mean us, Ginho said. I mean all of humanity, Somi said. Apex is learning that humans are capable of kindness, that we can be trusted. That night, Hannah and Apex sat in the observation deck again. It had become their special place. Apex, Hannah said. Are you happy now? Apex thought about the question. It had been so long since it felt anything but anger and sadness. Yes, it said finally. I am happy. You are my friend. You're my friend too, Hannah said. My best friend. They sat together, watching the stars. The loneliest creature in the galaxy was lonely no more. A little human girl had found the most loyal friend she could ever imagine. Outside, the universe continued its ancient dance. But inside the station, something new had been born. A friendship that would change everything. 2 weeks after Apex learned to talk, Dr. Somi Lee made an important discovery. She was studying the alien ruins where they had found the crystal. Ginho, you need to see this, she said, calling him to her lab. Dr. Ginho Kim looked at the stone. Tablets on Sami's desk. The alien writing was starting to make sense now that they could talk to Apex. What did they say? He asked. It's not what we thought, Somi said. These aren't warnings about a monster. They're love letters. Love letters. From Apex's people to Apex, Somi said. Listen to this. Our beloved hunter, we place you in the long sleep, not from fear, but from hope. Sleep until your anger becomes peace. Sleep until you remember love. Ginho read more of the tablets. Each one was a message from Apex's family and friends. They all said the same thing. We love you, we forgive you, please find peace. They didn't imprison Apex, Ginho said. They were trying to help, exactly, Somi said. It was just a person who lost everyone it loved. In the observation deck, Hannah was teaching Apex how to draw. The big creature held a crayon carefully in its claws, trying not to break it. Like this, Hannah said, guiding Apex's hand. Gentle circles for the sun. Apex's drawing was simple but beautiful. It showed two figures sitting together under a bright sun. One was small and human-shaped. The other was tall, with claws and scales. "That's us," Hannah said happily. "Yes, Apex," said "you and me friends." "Tell me more about your people," Hannah said. "What were they like?" Apex was quiet for a moment. Talking about the past was still hard. "They were kind," Apex said slowly. "Like you. They loved to learn new things. They loved to explore the stars." "What happened to them?" "Sickness," Apex said. "It came from space. Killed everyone very quickly. I was away on a hunt when it happened. It came back and they were all gone," Hannah said softly. "Yes. I was alone. I became so angry that I did bad things. I hurt other people in other worlds. I couldn't stop myself." Put her small hand on Apex's large one. "But your people still loved you, even when you were angry." "Know that?" Apex asked. "Because that's what love is," Hannah said. "My dad still loves me even when I'm bad. Love doesn't stop just because someone makes mistakes." That evening, Jinho came to the observation deck. He wanted to talk to both Hannah and Apex. "Apex," he said, "we found writings from your people. They wanted you to know that they forgave you." Apex looked surprised. "You found their words?" "Yes. They said they put you in the crystal because they loved you. They wanted you to sleep until you felt better." Apex's eyes filled with tears. Hannah had never seen the big creature cry before. They still loved me. "Even after what I did?" "Yes," Jinho said. "They knew you were just hurt and angry. They hoped that someday you would find peace." "I did find peace," Apex said, looking at Hannah. "Because of her." Hannah hugged Apex's arm. "I found a best friend." "Because of you?" Over the next few days, Apex began to change. Knowing that its people had forgiven it made the creature feel lighter. It started to smile more. It learned to laugh at Hannah's jokes. "Watch this," Hannah said one morning. She had taught Apex to play a human game called hide-and-seek. Apex closed its eyes and counted to 10. 1, 2, Hannah ran to hide behind a chair. But Apex was too good at hunting. It found her in seconds. "Found you," Apex said, laughing. "You always win," Hannah said. "It's not fair. You're too good at finding things." I will try to. "Be worse at finding," Apex said. "No, don't do that," Hannah said. "I like that you're good at things. It makes me feel safe." Commander Minho Park had been watching Apex carefully. At first, he was worried about having a predator on the station. But now he saw something different. "It's not just protecting Hannah," he told the others. "It's protecting all of us." "What do you mean?" Taeho asked. "Yesterday there was a problem with the air recycler in Section B. Apex fixed it before any of us even knew it was broken." "How could it know about our technology?" Somi asked. "It's been studying everything," Minho said. "Not to attack us, but to help us. It wants to keep us safe because we're important to Hannah." This was true. Apex had been learning about every system on the station. It understood the computers, the air systems, the power generators. It could fix problems faster than any human engineer. "Why do you do this?" Taeho asked Apex one day. "Hannah needs you," Apex said simply. "If you are hurt, she is sad." "I do not want her to be sad." "But we're not your family," Taeho said. "You are Hannah's family," Apex said. "That makes you my family too." The biggest change came when Apex started to talk about the future. Before, it had only thought about the past and its lost people. Now it made plans. "When Hannah grows up, where will she go?" Apex asked Jinho. "Probably to Earth, for university," Jinho said. "Why?" "I want to see Earth," Apex said. "Hannah told me stories about oceans and forests. I want to see the places that made humans so kind." "You want to leave the station?" "I want to go where Hannah goes," Apex said. "She is my friend." Friends stay. Together, this created a new problem. How could they bring Apex to Earth? Most humans had never seen an alien before. They would be scared of such a big, dangerous-looking creature. "We'll figure it out," Jinho said. "If Apex wants to see Earth, we'll find a way." That night, Hannah couldn't sleep. She was thinking about the future too. "Apex," she said. Awake? Yes, Apex said. It was sitting by the window, watching the stars. What if other people don't like you? What if they're scared? Then I will be gentle, Apex said, like you taught me. But what if they try to hurt you? Apex was quiet for a moment. I am not afraid of being hurt. I am afraid of being alone. Again, you'll never be alone, Hannah said. I promise. And you will never be in danger, Apex said. I promise too. The next morning, Dr. Somi Lee had exciting news. She had been talking to Earth Command about Apex. They want to meet you, she told Apex. Scientists from all over Earth want to learn about your people and your culture. They are not afraid, Apex asked. Some are, Somi said honestly.
What?
Most are excited. You're the first alien friend humanity has ever had, friend Apex repeated. I like that word. There's more, Somi said. They want to invite you to Earth. Officially, as an ambassador. What's an ambassador? Hannah asked. Someone who helps different groups understand each other, Ginho explained. Apex would help humans learn about alien cultures. And I would. Help aliens learn about humans, Apex said, like Hannah helped me. Exactly, Somi said. Hannah clapped her hands. We're going to Earth together. That's what you want, Apex said. It's what I want, Hannah said. I want to show you everything. The ocean, the mountains, the cities. I want you to meet other humans and show them how wonderful you are. Apex made its happy singing sound. Then we will go together. You and me. Best. Friends forever, Hannah said. Best friends forever, Apex agreed. That evening they sat in the observation deck one last time, as just the two of them. Tomorrow, everything would change. Tomorrow, they would start preparing for Earth. Are you scared? Hannah asked. Little Apex said. But I am more excited than scared. Me too, Hannah said. Going to have the best adventures. Yes, Apex said, the best adventures. Outside, the stars twinkled like diamonds. Inside, a friendship had grown into something bigger. Something that would change how two species saw each other forever. The loneliest creature in the galaxy was about to become the most loved. 6 months later, Hannah and Apex stood on the deck of the Earth transport ship New Horizon. Through the big windows, they could see Earth getting bigger and bigger. It's so blue, Apex said, pressing its face against the glass, and green. White. Those are the oceans, forests, and clouds, Hannah said. She was 15 now, taller than before, but still small next to Apex. Wait until you see them up close. The journey to Earth had taken 3 months. During that time, Apex had become famous across the galaxy. Videos of the gentle alien playing with Hannah had been seen by billions of people. Are you nervous? Dr. Jinho Kim asked, joining them at the window. A little Apex said, What if the people don't like me? They will, Hannah said confidently. Everyone who meets you likes you. This was true. During their journey, Apex had met hundreds of humans from different worlds, ship crews, scientists, reporters, and children. All of them had been amazed by how kind and smart the big alien was. Attention passengers, the ship's captain announced. We will be landing at New Geneva Spaceport in 1 hour. Anna felt excited and nervous at the same time. She had been born on Earth, but left when she was very young. Now she was coming home with her best friend. Remember what we practiced? She told Apex. Walk slowly, speak clearly, and smile, Apex said. But not too much teeth. Right, humans. Get scared when they see too many sharp teeth? Even though I would never hurt them. Even though you would never hurt them, Hannah agreed. When they landed, thousands of people were waiting at the spaceport. They held signs that said, Welcome, Apex, and Friend to Humanity. And we love you. Look at all the people, Apex said, amazed. They're here to see you, Jinho said. You're the most famous being in the galaxy. A group of important people came to meet them. There was the President of Earth, the head of the Science Council, and many reporters. Welcome to Earth, Ambassador Apex, the President said. We are honored to have you here. Thank you, Apex said, bowing its head politely. I am honored to be here. Reporters asked many questions. Apex answered them all patiently, just like Hannah had taught it. What do you think of Earth so far? reporter asked. It is beautiful, Apex said. I understand now why humans are so kind. A beautiful world makes beautiful people. What are your plans while you're here? I want to learn everything, Apex said, about your cultures, your history, your dreams. And I want to share stories. About my people, too. Are you worried that some humans might be afraid of you? Apex looked at Hannah. She nodded encouragingly.
Yes.
Apex said honestly, I look like a predator, am strong and have sharp claws. But I hope that humans will see, past my appearance like Hannah did. She taught me that being different doesn't mean being dangerous. The crowd cheered. Many people were crying happy tears. Over the next few weeks, Hannah and Apex traveled all over Earth. They visited the great libraries of Asia, where Apex learned about human history. They swam in the Pacific Ocean, where Apex was amazed by whales and dolphins. They sing like my people did, Apex said, listening to whale songs underwater. They climbed mountains in South America and saw forests in Africa. Everywhere they went, people were excited to meet Apex. Children especially loved the big alien. Apex was always gentle with them, letting them touch its scales and asking about their drawings. You're like a dragon, one little boy said. What? Is a dragon? Apex asked. A magical creature from our stories? They're big and strong like you, but some are good and some are bad. I want to be a good dragon, Apex said. You are. All the children shouted, but the most important moment came when they visited the United Nations building in New York. Apex was invited to speak too. Representatives from every country on Earth. Hannah sat in the front row, proud of her friend. Stood at the podium, looking out at hundreds of world leaders. My friends, Apex began. 3 years ago, I was the loneliest being in the universe. I'd lost everything I loved, and I let anger fill my heart. I became dangerous. Not because I was evil, but because I was hurt. The room was completely quiet. Everyone listened to every word. But then I met a human child named Hannah. She saw past my claws and teeth. She saw past my anger and pain. She saw a person who needed a friend. Apex looked at Hannah and smiled. Humans have a gift, Apex continued. You can see the good in anyone. You can love someone who is different from you. You can forgive someone who has made mistakes. This is why I believe humans will be great explorers of the galaxy. What do you mean? Asked the Secretary General. Soon, you will meet other alien species, Apex said. Some will be friendly. Some will be scared. Some might even be angry like I was. But if you treat them like Hannah treated me with kindness, patience, and understanding, you will make friends instead of enemies. The audience began to clap. The clapping grew louder and louder until everyone was standing and cheering. After the speech, Apex was officially made Earth's first alien ambassador. Its job was to help prepare humanity for meeting other species. I'm so proud of you, Hannah told Apex that night. They were staying in a hotel with a view of the city lights. I'm proud of you too, Apex said. You made me who I am today. Made each other, Hannah said. A year later, Apex's work proved important. A ship full of scared alien refugees arrived at Earth. They were running from a war on their home planet. Many humans were frightened. The aliens looked like giant spiders with too many eyes. But Apex met them at the spaceport. Welcome, friends, Apex said in their language. It had learned to speak many alien languages. Earth is a safe place. The humans here will help you. And they did. Because Apex had taught humans that being different wasn't dangerous. Earth became known as a safe haven for aliens in need. Hannah, now 18 and studying to be a diplomat, worked with Apex every day. Together they welcomed new species, solved conflicts, and built friendships across the galaxy. Do you ever miss being the Apex predator? Hannah asked one day. No, Apex said. Being an Apex friend is much better. They were sitting in their old spot, an observation deck, but this one was on Earth, looking up at the stars. Hannah was almost grown up now, but she still liked to sit with her best friend and watch the universe. Look, Hannah said, pointing at a bright star. That's where the new alien ship is coming from, the ones who look like living crystals. I wonder what they'll be like, Apex said. Probably scared and confused like you were, Hannah said. Then we will help them feel welcome like you helped me. Together, Hannah said. Together, Apex agreed. 5 more alien species had joined Earth's alliance. Each time, Apex and Hannah were there to help. They had created a new way for different species to meet, with friendship instead of fear. Apex was no longer the last of its kind, but it had found a new family among the humans and other aliens. It had found a new purpose as a bridge between species, and Hannah had grown up to become the youngest ambassador in galactic history, known throughout the universe as the girl who befriended the Apex. But most importantly, they were still best friends. Every night they would sit together and watch the stars, planning for tomorrow's adventures. The creature that had once been the loneliest and most dangerous in the galaxy now slept peacefully. Every night, knowing it was loved. And the human girl who had shown it kindness had become a leader who would help shape the future of the galaxy. Their friendship had changed everything. And it was just the beginning.